What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And as you guys can see by the title of the video, I have bought some more books to go along with the books that I'm already reading. So today my time, not today whenever you're watching the video, but today for the purposes of this video, I went to a bookstore. I'm traveling for a couple of days, and I happened to be in Roanoke, Virginia. And there's a bookstore here called, Book No Further. A little cute pun on look no further. You know what I'm saying? You can find all your book needs right there. So it's a cute little bookstore called Book No Further, and I put a little clip in the beginning in the little intro section showing you what it looked like. I loved it. I did some work today, and when I got off work, I decided to go ahead and go by the bookstore because in a new city, why not check out what they have? And it was within walking distance. I don't have my car, so it was within walking distance. The only bookstore within walking distance, to be honest. So I decided to go check it out. The staff there was very welcoming, very helpful. They were like so cool and friendly and kind. I love them. They're awesome. They gave me some book recommendations, as I'll show you later. And they asked me if I had any books that I wanted to share, and I was like, that's really cool. I like the fact that you're asking your customers that come in if they have any books, that they've read that they would like to share with, the community, or share with the bookstore, so that you can get like a nice wide variety of books to go in. And boy, oh boy, did they have a wide variety of things that I don't normally read. I'll say that. They had a wide variety of things that I don't normally read that I found interesting. So without further ado, we're gonna hop into my stack of books here, the ones that, my little book burger. You feel me? Book burger. That's what this is. That's why I'm trying to take a bite out of it. I'm gonna stop doing that because, yeah, we're gonna get into the books. So my book burger, basically will be my tentative TBR for October. Being that October is like right around the corner, that's what this is going to be. So I have some reviews coming up. I think I have either one or two, depending on like the time I release, the videos and whenever they're ready. But I know that these books right here in the stack are going to be read in October. So we're just going to hop right into it. So the first book that I have, which I think I've either, depending on the timeline, I've mentioned this one before, or this is the first time and it will be mentioned in the next video. But The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. It's a really good book right here. I'm literally reading this now. As you can see, I'm like in the middle. That's my bookmark right here in the middle. In the middle right there. Yes, I'm using a little index card because I have bookmarks in other books. So, but also, why? Hey, I don't think I'm gonna pay for a bookmark, so I'm gonna use what I got, and I had index cards. I'm just like, it worked just as good as anything else. I actually heard one time somebody said, "Yo, if a bookmark costs more than $1, like that would be like an irresponsible purchase because you could have just used $1 as your bookmark." And I was like, it makes sense. It makes sense, and if it makes sense, it makes sense. So, with that being said, the only bookmarks I get are really free bookmarks. That from like a first visit to a bookstore, anything like that, a gift, just anything makeshift. Sometimes I'll make my own. I'll just fold up a piece of paper. We used to make like the little triangle bookmarks that go on the end of the paper in school. Yeah, no, did I just tell you how old I am? Crazy. Anyways, I'll get back to the book. So this book, I've seen this book so many different times when I go into Barnes and Noble. I've seen the cover in and of itself, just by itself. Like, come on now. Like, I've always seen the cover and I'm just like, I need to read this book. And I read the back, and I'm gonna read the back for you like right now, so you can get a feel for it. So this is what the back says. Above, before the synopsis, it says, "There is magic in starlight, of course. This is well known. Moonlight, however, that is a different story. Moonlight is magic. Ask anyone you like." So that's like a little quote up there on the top, and then this is a little synopsis, or not, or like excerpt that they have to tell you about the book to get you interested in it. And so it says, "Every year, the people of the protectorate leave a baby as an offering to the witch who lives in the forest to keep her from terrorizing their town. But the witch Zan is really kind and gentle. She shares her home with a wise swamp monster and a perfectly tiny dragon. Zan rescues the children and delivers them to welcoming families on the other side of the forest. One year, Zan accidentally feeds a baby Moonlight, filling the ordinary child with extraordinary magic. Zan decides she must raise this girl, whom she calls Luna, as her own. As Luna's 13th birthday approaches, her magic begins to emerge with unpredictable consequences, just when it's time for Zan to go collect another child. Meanwhile, a young man is determined to free his people by killing the witch, and a volcano dormant for centuries rumbles within the earth." Now, to me, that sounds cool. To me, that sounds interesting, and to me, that sounds like a book I can like dive into. This book has been described as being a page turner, and honestly, like in my review of like the Midnight Library, I had some things going on in life, and it kind of took my attention away from books. So I did start the books, and I did put them down for like a second, but it wasn't because the books themselves aren't good. It's more so I just had things going on, and that's pretty much the same with this book and then the next book I'm going to pick up and like show you. So, but under no circumstances is this not a page turner. Like, I'm actually like flipping through it. I honestly got halfway through it in like one day. Like, I think, hold on, let me see. When I first read it, I was over here on this side, so I read about that much. And so in a day, I read this thick little, you know what I'm saying, that thick part right there. I read that in like a day. This is definitely a page turner. So this is good. I'm gonna let y'all know what I think about this one when I'm done. So without further ado, we're gonna hop straight into the next book. I've showed this one. I feel like I've mentioned this one before in the same video with the girl who drank the moon. So this is either the first time seeing it on my channel or the second. Either way, The Other Black Girl by, and forgive me if I say the name wrong. I'm pretty bad with names, as I've said before a couple times now, and that's not going to change, unfortunately. You know, or I might. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. Anyways, I'm going to say it. Fingers crossed. Zakiya Dahlia Harris. Zakiya Dahlia Harris is the author. And, you know, I got it, one, because the cover was interesting. Two, the cover feels amazing. If you guys could feel this through the camera, or through the screen, you would run out to your bookstore and buy this immediately. The same thing with The Girl Who Drank the Moon. These feel the same. I don't know what the material is, but if you happen to get the paperback versions of these, and you know what I'm talking about, and you know what the material is, let me know in the comments. I need to know so that I can, you know what I'm saying, I can look for these things. All right, anyways, enough gushing. Yes, this is the same story that has been made into a show on Hulu, as you can see by the little Hulu print. It's not even a sticker. I wish it was a sticker so I could take it off, because I don't like it when books do this, when book covers do this, or publishers or whoever does this. But yeah, that's ingrained in there. I can't take that off. I wish I could. I feel like it kind of, in my opinion, throws it off, but I guess it's not too bad. But yes, I have not seen the show. I did not know it was a show, even though this is on the front cover. I don't know why I didn't register when I picked it up. I just kind of picked it up. Maybe I covered it like with my hand as I was looking at it, but I didn't realize that this was a show until after I bought it. So I'm going to read the back. I'm going to let you guys know what it's about, and we're going to keep it moving. So this one, on the back, it says, oh, wow, has some accolades. It said named a best book of the year by Time and the Washington Post. Oh, no. This is a list. By Time, the Washington Post, Esquire, Vogue, Entertainment Weekly, the Boston Globe, Harper's Bazaar, Bazaar, Bazaar. If I'm saying it wrong, correct me in the comments. Crime Reads, Amazon, and NPR. So that's high praise. And then it has a show made about it. But it says 26-year-old editorial assistant Nella Rogers is tired of being the only Black employee at Wagner Books. Fed up with the isolation and microaggressions, she's thrilled when Harlem-born and bred Hazel starts working in the cubicle beside hers. They've only just begun comparing natural hair care regimens, though, when a string of uncomfortable events elevates Hazel to office darling and Nella is left in the dust. I think I read that wrong. Anyways, let's read it again. They've only just begun comparing natural hair care regimens, though, when a string of uncomfortable events elevate Hazel to office darling and Nella is left in the dust. That's a weird sentence to read. Whatever. As Nella starts to spiral and obsess over the sinister forces at play, she soon realizes there's a lot more at stake than her career. Having joined Wagner Books to honor the legacy of Burning Heart, a novel written and edited by two Black women, she thought this animosity was a relic of the past. Is Nella ready to take on a fight of a new generation? Yo, I might be dyslexic. I don't know. I never got tested for it. I don't know. I feel like my reading is fine. I feel like it's good. Like, I'm not incompetent. I know how to read. Like, you know, I'm not illiterate. I know how to read and write. I don't know. Also, English is hard. Yeah. English, yeah. So if you get tripped up over words too, let me know that. You know, let me know I'm not alone. And if I am alone, then that's cool. I'll wear that. I'll take that. Whatever. Somebody got to do it, you know? But anyways, this sounded interesting. This sounded cool. It's not one of like the normal things that I would read. I'm more into like just straight fantasy. or sci-fi. Like I used to read like a lot of middle grade books that were sci-fi or fantasy. Like I would say the Pendragon series by DJ McHale, or The Ranger's Apprentice, or even Percy Jackson and the Olympians. So that's normally what I would read, just fantasy fiction and stuff like that. So not my normal read. I'm very interested to see how it goes and to see what it's like. So, and also, gotta support the black authors. You know what I'm saying? Gotta support the black authors. So she's my first one, not gonna be the last one, and I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, it's described as a thrilling, edgier Devil Wears Prada. So I can't wait to get to that one and let you guys know what I think about it. And now, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the books that I picked up today. Those two were the books that I'm already kind of in the middle of, and getting through it. So I'm gonna start with the books that I got today. So today I got Graveyard Shift by M.L. Rio. That one was easy. Not that many letters. It's easy to pronounce. That's all that is. So it's a novella, and when I saw it, it was on in the bookstore. They had like a little rack, and it said I think employees like best picks or staff picks and everything like that. So I was like, okay, this is intriguing. This is cool. This looks like it has more of like a horror kind of scary thriller vibe to it. And I don't know. October's right here, Halloween's around the corner, and why not? And it's a short read. It's not too long. It's something I can get through and like I can enjoy, and give me a break between some of the longer books, which I am reading some long books. I don't know. Yeah, I have it. You're gonna see. I'm reading some long ones too. So, but this one's definitely shorter than the last two. So it's giving me a nice little break, something I can get through, maybe give my mind a break, and then try out a new genre also. Um, I'll probably put on the screen what genre this is when I figure it out. But I'm thinking that it's like thriller or horror type of thing. So on to that. And also, I've never heard of this author either. This is my first time reading any of these authors. So I'm enjoying this. These are new reads to me, new everything, and I'm enjoying it. Like this is fun. This is fun. So on the back it says 5 night shift workers, an ancient cemetery, an open grave. Already, just like ooh, intriguing. Sounds like an ensemble cast. And get me in there. All right. Every night in the college's ancient cemetery, 5 people cross paths as they work the late shift. A bartender, a rideshare driver, a hotel receptionist, the unofficial steward of the derelict church that looms over them, and the editor-in-chief of the college paper, always in search of a story. One dark October evening in the defunct churchyard, they find a hole that wasn't there before, a fresh open grave where no grave should be. But who dug it, and for whom? Atmospheric and eerie, with the ensemble cast her fans love, and a delightful familiar academic backdrop, Graveyard Shift is a modern gothic tale in If We Were Villains author M.L. Rio's one second inimitable style. I actually don't know what that means. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, so I looked it up, and the word is inimitable, and it basically just means unique. I didn't know that. I did not know that. It pays to research things. So I'm interested to read this, and honestly, it says that it's a modern gothic tale. So I'm not sure if that counts as being like horror or thriller, but it does say modern gothic. So I will read this, and it's set in October, which is right around the corner. So perfect timing. Perfect. I think this just came out too, actually. Like the the staff at the bookstore, she told me that this came out this week, which would be the week of September 26th. So I would say maybe like the 23rd of September this just came out. So that's really cool. That's interesting. I'm if I like this, then I might check out ML Rio's other book, which is If We Were Villains, which apparently I don't know if that's her first. Yes, that's her first novel. So if I like this, I'm gonna be picking up the first book she wrote. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it goes. But I'm interested in this. It's a short read. I'm gonna let you guys know how that goes soon. The next pick in the next book from the staff's pick section is this: The Dead Cat Tail Assassins by I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know how to say his name. I don't know how to pronounce it or even start to. So I'm gonna put it in the screen. I'm gonna look it up, but if in the comments you want to let me know how to pronounce his name, I would love that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to expect with this. To be completely honest with you, I don't know what this qualifies as either. I've never heard of this author as well, but apparently he's like a really well-known author and like he's really good at putting a story together. So it says the dead cat tailed assassins are not cats, nor do they have tails, but they are most assuredly dead. Clark introduces a brand new world and a fantastical city full of gods and assassins. So I'm going to read you the little insert on the inside sleeve, and we're going to get straight into it. So it says, a breathtaking tale of city spirits, friendship, and society. So it says Evine, the eviscerator, is skilled, discreet, professional, and here for your most pressing needs in the ancient city of Tal Abisi. Her guild is strong, her blades are sharp, and her rules are simple. Those sworn to the matron of assassins, resurrected, deadly, wiped of their memories, have only 3 unbreakable vows. First, the contract must be just. That's above Evine's pay grade. Second, even the most powerful assassin may only kill the contracted. Evine's a professional. She's never missed her mark. And third, and the simplest, once you accept a job, you must carry it out. And if you stray, a final death would be a mercy. I don't know what that means, but I'm intrigued. With the festival of the Clockwork King, when the festival of the Clockwork King turns the city upside down, Evine's newest mission brings her face to face with a past she isn't supposed to remember and a vow she can't forget. Sounds interesting. And also, he is a Black author. So I was like, you know what? I need another one. So when I finish the other Black girl, I can get straight into another one of my people's creations. So I'm interested to see what this is like. And of course, I want to support. So I don't know how many books he's actually written, how many books he's written. Oh, no, it says also by him. He has a novel called A Master of Jinn. So if I like this, I might go pick that up. He has a couple novellas. The Black God's Drums, The Haunting of Tram Car 015, and Ring Shout. And for the young readers, Abini's Song. I'm going to put it up here so you can see it in case you want to check it out. All right. So, yeah. If I like this book, the same as with Graveyard Shift, I'm going to go ahead and check out more of his work. But I'm going to let you guys know what I think about this. So, I'm excited. It's a shorter read also. Not quite a novella, I don't think. I should probably look up the difference between a novel and a novella. But I don't think it's a novella. So, it's a shorter novel. So you know what I'm saying, I still get some breaks. So I think I can get through it in October. I think I can get through these 4 in October. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see how this wrap up goes, and everything like that, uh, or how the reviews go. I don't know if I'll do wrap ups. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. So another book that I'm reading. I don't plan on finishing this in October, but it will be getting read in October. It is definitely a series, a long series, and as you know, I'm into fantasy. This is my first time reading The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan, and this is book 2. I have read book 1 and I have finished book 1. I don't think I'm gonna put a review of book 1 on my channel. I might, we'll see. But I'm reading this because I'm in the works of creating a podcast with a friend, and we're going to be deep diving into A Wheel of Time. And I don't want to, like, spoil going through that podcast. So when that podcast is ready and to be up and running, I will let you guys know in case you want to go check it out. But I'm reading this in preparation, and we're getting everything together. We're working through our hectic lives and hectic schedules to get everything together. So I'm also reading this. I loved book 1. It was really good. Long as all get out. Like, bro, these books are long, and these chapters, like the words on these pages, it's not small, not small, not small. They are small words, not big print, is what I'm trying to say. Words are so hard today. I don't understand. They've been hard for me every video. I don't understand. I think I'm excited, and maybe I should slow down. I don't know, maybe. But not big print, big book, big chapters. I'm reading this. I may or may not put like a little non-spoiler, what I think about the books up. So be on the lookout. You might see book 1 soon. All right. Robert Jordan, The Great Hunt, book 2, Up the Wheel of Time. So there's another book that will be on my TBR. Kinda, it's like a tentative maybe, and that is going to be, I don't have it with me here, so I'm gonna put it somewhere on the screen. But if I'm not mistaken, it's called The Fifth Season, and it's by N.K. Jemisin. And I was recommended that book by a local bookshop in my local town, not here in Roanoke, but where I live, which is in the 757 area of Virginia. So this bookstore actually have a bookmark, so I can actually show you what it is. It's called Seawich Books. Oh, nope, not me. It's called Seawich Books, and the address is here. So if you're in the area and you want to visit that bookstore, go ahead. And you got the times right there. And you can also follow them on Instagram and Facebook right there. So yeah, check them out. The oh yeah, has a little something on the back too to give you a description of like the bookstore itself. So there you go. If you want to read that. What is that? It's like a little highlighter pin mark on the, but there you go. All right. So the lady who owns the store, who owns and runs Seawich Books, she's awesome. She's amazing. Me and her, we sat and talked about books for a good minute. She gave me the recommendation of N.K. Jemisin's work. And so I'm going to be reading that. I really want to get into that. She said it was really good. And that whole trilogy, I think, won the Hugo Awards, and she wrote them like back to back, like 1 year, literally, like one in 2015, 2016, and then so I'm interested to get into it. I've heard nothing but good things about this author, and she is also a Black author, and I am excited to get into her work. So that is also on the list, and I picked up one more book from this bookstore here in Roanoke. So, as I've said in one of my videos, either the one that's before this or the one that's coming after this, I said I want to get into more genres, and I said that it's spooky season, so I wouldn't mind getting into some like some horror thriller books. So in the bookstore, I found a ton of books. I'm actually gonna just throw like the pictures here just so you can see the bunch of books that I saw that I thought were interesting. They're not on my TBR, but I thought they were interesting, so they might appear later on, moving on down the road. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little go into the library video, and I'll try to see if I can pick up some of these for October, depending on how the reading goes. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. But I do want to say I'm gonna try to get this one into, well, not this book, but I'm gonna try to get, you'll see. I picked up this book from this library. So, The Angel of Indian Lake by Stephen I always say it wrong. Stephen Graham Jones. Uh Apparently I've never heard of this guy. Never heard of this guy. Again, I don't really read horror that much, but this is a horror book. Um or thriller, but horror is horror. So apparently this guy is like really good, like really good. He's like an amazing author. So I am excited to read it. Now, this is a part of a trilogy, and this is the third book in the trilogy. I know. I know. What are you doing? Why would you do that? Why would you pick up a book like that at the end of the trilogy and you haven't even read the first one or even a horror book to begin with? You don't even know if you'll like it. I know. I know. But hear me out. I saw this and they did have the first book. Like they did have the first book. I did not pick up the first book. The funds are low and I wanted this one instead because it is signed. It is signed by the author, and I was like, "Oh no! If he's really like that good, and like it's like that, it hits like that, I'm going to want a signed copy of the book." And like, it's like, how often do you just come across like a random signed copy of a book in the bookstore? And the author lives in Colorado, I think, or something like that, where he teaches in Colorado as a professor. And I'm just like, I'm on the other side of the country. I don't know when I'm ever gonna have a chance to like get a signed copy. Like I'm sure that it will probably come up, or I can just go to Colorado and like have a chance run in or something, or try to go to like a book event where he's like there and like signing books. But for right now, I don't know when that's gonna be. And I was like, I would like a signed copy of a book. I just think signed books are pretty cool, but I don't think I'm gonna read the excerpt on this one because it's the third book. But I'm planning on going to the library to try to get the first book to read it and see if I even like it. I know that sounds crazy after like I got this, but you know what? I am gonna read it. I am gonna read it because I did like the excerpt from this. I did. Ugh, so hefty boy. All right. It says the final installment in the most lauded trilogy in the history of horror literature. Like what? Like what kind of intro is that? It's like duh, I gotta get it. And it says it's been 4 years since Jade Daniels last set foot in Proof Rock, Idaho. Since then, her reputation and everything around Indian Lake has changed dramatically. There's a lot of unfinished business in her hometown, from serial killer cultists to the rich trying to buy Western authenticity. But there's one aspect of the savage history of Proof Rock, Idaho that no one's got the mettle to confront. No one except a final girl, making her last stand, this time for everything. New York Times best-selling author Stephen Graham Jones has crafted an epic horror trilogy of generational trauma and stolen hope. It's the story of the American West written in blood, and it's the story of one girl who doesn't know how to give up. So it sounds interesting. And he also has another book that I did read the excerpt for. I'm gonna put it on the screen, or I guess it would be one of the ones that I didn't pick up. that showed up earlier. But that one apparently was really good too. And it was like reminiscent of like Stephen King's It, where the like the ensemble cast runs into like this entity or otherworldly, well, entity that pretty much like haunts them in childhood and then also haunts them again in their adult life. So I want to read that one too, and I'm gonna put it on the screen so you can see it. But yeah, I'm trying to get I'm trying to get into it. I want to get into it. I like scary movies. Um, so I think I would like scary books. And you know, why not? Why not just jump off the deep end and just go ahead and get one, especially if it's signed. I feel like this was a good buy for me. And I feel like I'm gonna like it. I just have a feeling. I have a feeling I'm gonna like it. So um also, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but out of all the books that I've showed so far, these are the only two that have anything in common. Yeah, I want you to guess what it is. Maybe you can put it in the comment section before I say it. I'll give you 3 seconds. Three, two, one. These two are hardback. These two are hardcover. I'm not a hardcover guy. I like paperback. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like paperback books. But I got these because I'm interested, and I'm not opposed to reading hardcover. If I ever find these in paperback, except for this one signed, unless of course they put a box set out of the trilogy, but this just came out in March, so they tend to put paperback a little bit after the hardcover release, the hardback release. So whatever. But if they ever do put a paperback version of this out and they have the first and second book, um, hopefully they have an author's event and I can go get all three of them signed. Then maybe I'll, you know what I'm saying, move this one around and I'll probably do a giveaway or sell it or something. Or just give it away. We'll see. I don't know. I might keep it. You know what I'm saying? It's signed. It's limited edition. I don't know how many of these they made. So the lady at the bookstore, she told me that they pre-ordered it and they got the special edition book signed versions. So she said that apparently some authors do that with their books or some publishers do that with the books. So that's cool. I'll keep my eye out for that. If I have any anticipated reads. Right now I don't really have any for like upcoming books. Because again, I'm just getting into it. I just started reading again this year at the top of the year when I made my Fourth Wing review. And like it's been slow for like those 6 months where I haven't uploaded anything. So yeah, I'm eager to get into it and to see what I do end up doing in the future. But honestly, that's it. That's my book haul, you know what I'm saying? That's my book haul and my TBRs for the month of October. I guess you could say slash November. I don't know. Maybe I'll do another one for November too. We'll see. I'll give you guys an update. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to go ahead and get through some of these books and everything like that. Like I don't know. Like these are new genres for me, and these are new experiences for me. I'm excited to get through them. Here we go. The book burger, the other way around. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. I can't wait to get into it. And let me know if you've read any of them. I guess don't spoil it, but let me know if you've read any of them and or if there's like any other recommendations for books. Um yeah, that you think I should probably read in the month of October or maybe even for the next month for November. I would say that for November because October is already starting and obviously I have a list right now. So let me know if there's any books I should be reading for November or that you think that I would enjoy or that you want to see me review. So with that being said and without further ado, I'm gonna get out of here because English is hard and I have been tripping over my words pretty much the whole video and I can't help but laugh at myself. So I'm gonna go eat some pizza and I'm gonna call it a night. But keep an eye out for the reviews of some of these books because they will be on the way and they will be coming. Let me know your thoughts. If you know what I'm saying, if you have read these books, let me know if you enjoyed these books or if you didn't enjoy these books. Like, let me know your thoughts. And honestly, I look forward to talking to you guys on the next one. All right. Keep your eye out for some reviews. I have some reviews of books that have not that are not included in this list that I've already read. So they won't be TBRs, anything like that, but I have read some books. So you guys have a good night. If you're watching this at night, you have a good morning and a good rest of your day. If you're watching this in the day and in the afternoon or anything like that. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace.